A replacement for suspended newsreader Huw Edwards as host of BBC's News at 10 could soon be announced, according to insiders. The 62-year-old is not expected to return to frontman duties with the BBC, though the corporation haven't yet decided what they will do with the TV presenter, who was among the highest-paid journalists there with a salary of between £435,000 and £440,000 a year. The BBC suspended Edwards in July, following claims he paid thousands of pounds for sexually explicit images. Police found no evidence of criminal wrongdoing by the presenter. BBC insiders have claimed that Clive Myrie will be the replacement for Edwards, The Times reports, and the 59-year-old is said to have a leading role in a 3-minute video which has been billed as a mission statement by BBC News chief executive Deborah Turnus, last month. It has been reported that the video features a few presenters speaking about the values that Turnus wants the BBC to focus on, with the showcase stating that clarity, courage, fairness and transparency will be at the core of what anti-BB will stand for moving forward. Insiders have claimed that Myrie is almost certainly going to be handed the role of anchor on News of 10 and that his stock has been rising within the BBC in recent months. Staff were invited to an all-hands digital meeting on September 12, according to reports, in which it was clear that Myrie would be the person that the BBC turns to as Edwards' replacement. Edwards had previously been the go-to presenter for huge national events being covered by the BBC, with his fronting the coverage of the Queen's death and funeral last year. He is still the subject of a fact-finding investigation by the corporation, but it is highly unlikely he will return to a prominent role. Alongside Myrie, who also presents BBC quiz show Mastermind, as possible contenders for the News at 10 role are Sophie Rayworth, Fiona Bruce, Laura Guensberg and Nick Robinson, but insiders are putting their money on Myrie to be announced as the permanent replacement. While Edwards' identity was concealed in the early stages of the investigation back in July, his wife Vicky Flynn named him as the suspended star and revealed he was in hospital receiving treatment for his mental health. He has since faced further allegations of inappropriate behavior. The broadcaster faced criticism for allegedly failing to act quickly enough when complaints were made against Edwards. It has been reported that BBC bosses took more than 4 weeks to respond to a new complaint against the newsreader. A spokesperson for the broadcaster told the Mirror in August, "We welcome anyone coming forward with information to contribute to our existing fact-finding investigation. While we wouldn't comment on the detail of our ongoing process, the BBC has reached out to this individual. We take all contacts to the BBC very seriously. Our work is progressing and we have set out our approach on these matters in correspondence with the DCMS Select Committee, who have published this on their website. Separately, we are reviewing our non-editorial complaints process with Deloitte, and this work continues." Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.